Well, Jessica, we're coming up on the 100th anniversary of the Tucson Rodeo and the parade. Just for you personally, what's it like to be part of that legacy as a Grand Marshal?
It's still unreal to me to be a part of this amazing legacy of these Grand Marshals. You know, I just saw a mural in downtown Tucson the other day when I was eating some wonderful food downtown, and I thought, wow, this is 100 years, and to be a part of something like that, it makes it so special for me to feel a part of this.
And will you be participating this year? Do you think you'll try to get out to the rodeo parade this year?
I always go to the amazing ceremony that they have so that they announce who the Grand Marshal is, because I can't miss that. Just to be able to know who is being honored that, you know, each year, and to know what contributions they made, because there's so many amazing people in Tucson. You just never know their story until opportunities like this, and you hear their highlights and what they've done to help change the world, and I wouldn't miss that for the world.
And what was it like? I mean, put it into perspective for somebody who's never been in a parade, let alone being the Grand Marshal. What was it like that day when you were the Grand Marshal?
It was very unreal to be the Grand Marshal, but what was even more incredible for me was because I was able to include so many children with disabilities on the float. And these are kids who are born with limb differences, and that's what my nonprofit does. It helps reach out to families and to the children who are born without limbs. And they were in this amazing float sitting on an airplane on a wagon. For the first time in history, we loaded the simulator of an airplane onto a wagon, and that was the first time it was part of the parade.
You know, it's not knowing you for all the years that I've known you. It doesn't surprise me you'd be the first to do that. And then we'll wrap it up with this, but you're in the process of building a special plane. Can you give us an update?
We are building the first ever airplane that can be flown with feet alone to show the world that disability doesn't mean inability. It's called the Impossible Airplane, and it's an RV-10 four-seater airplane. It will be flown around the world to make sure that everyone understands how important it is to include children with disabilities with opportunities in education, with opportunities in the world, instead of having these stigmas that exist. So it's a very important goal that we're finishing up. The plane will be finished by the end of this year.
Wow. And we definitely got to do a story when that happens. And we'll wrap it up with this, Jessica, but just, you know, what was it like for you personally to have these kids with you that day? And just, I mean, when they see you and your accomplishments, what kind of role model you must be for them?
You just gave me goosebumps, because I had to ask them at the end of the day, and they said, well, you know, at first we were kind of scared about being on this wagon that had a simulator of an airplane on it, and, you know, seeing all the people, and, you know, people don't always react in the way they expect when it comes to someone with a visual disability. So they were a little nervous and scared, but by the end of it, they said, I didn't realize how much fun I was going to have, and they took that away as an experience to boost their confidence. Nice. And that's what it's all about.
Right on. And anything else you want to add, Jessica, that I didn't ask you about?
No,
Good to
that's
go?
it, yeah.
All right,
That's
thank
great.
you so much. I appreciate it.
Yeah.